Hello kids, Shubha Mangalam at Little Scholar High School. I am Sangeeta Singh, taking 10th standard, subject English, and the topic to be discussed today is Unit 1, Lesson 3, I Will Do It. The author of this lesson is Sudha Murthy. Who is Sudha Murthy? She is wife of N.R. Narayana Murthy. She is an Indian social worker and an author. She started her professional career as a computer scientist and an engineer. She is also the chairperson of Infosys Foundation, and she participated in several rural development efforts, and she also supported the movement to provide all Karnataka government schools with the computer as well as basic facilities and library facilities. And then she also established the Murthy Classical Library of India at Harvard University, and she also teaches computer science. Now let us look at the new words of this lesson. I will do it. Mandap is a raised platform. D-Day, a date on which something important is expected to happen. Anna is a word which is used to address a respectable elder. Icon is a person or a thing whom people admire. Philanthropist is a person who devotes his service and wealth for the service of mankind. Avid are doing sometimes as much as possible. And aspirant, a person who is very ambitious. Grasp is to have a firm hold, or you can also say a person's understanding. Ultimate is a thing which beyond which nothing exists. It's called, you can say, final. Delight is a great pleasure. Thrilled is extremely pleased. Now effort means to have enough money to buy something or to pay for something. Teenager, a person who is in teens, especially from 13 to 19 years of age, is called teenager. Ethically, morally. Simplicity means to be very simple. Motto is a short sentence or a phrase which is chosen and used as a guide. Intellect is the power of the mind to reason and acquire knowledge. Introvert is a person who is interested in his own thoughts and feelings. Literature means written works such as novels, plays, newspapers, magazines and other books, etc. Sleepy here means quiet and peaceful. Drizzle, light rain is called drizzle. Burn to ashes means lost hopes. Philosophy is attitude or way of life. Jealousy, to be unhappy over something. Pioneer is a person who is the first one to do something in a particular field. Uncompromising means unwilling to change opinion or behavior. Powered by intellect and driven by values. It is the power of the mind of every person or every man, and he should be driven by, means he should be influenced by values. Now we'll start the lesson. I will do it. It is before that we'll see that in the first lesson you have learnt about Nick Vujicic, who has accomplished every seemingly impossible thing in life despite having the most difficult form of disability, and he is a source of inspiration to others with his great qualities such as dedication, determination, strong willpower, courage, etc. And in the second lesson, you have learnt about some remarkable men and women such as Abraham Lincoln, Sudha Chandran, Helen Keller, Thomas Edison, Walt Disney, Colonel Sanders, etc. And all these people have possessed great qualities and they have become highly successful in their lives. And in this lesson titled I Will Do It, you are going to learn about another great person, N.R. Narayana Murthy, who became highly successful because of his hard work. The lesson named I Will Do It is a biography of N.R. Narayana Murthy. Now what is biography or biographical sketch? Kids, do you remember that you have already learnt what is biographical sketch in the first lesson? Attitude is altitude. So let me repeat once again. A biographical sketch is an account of the life and activities of an individual. It includes information about the person's name, his place of residence, his education, occupation, life and other details, and it is written by another person. Yes, so this is the lesson about N.R. Narayana Murthy. and his full name is Nagavara Ramarao Narayana Murthy, and he is the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. Now, Narayana Murthy came from a poor but educated family. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English literature. And Murthy was very sharp in studies. He was the brightest boy in his class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science, and he could grasp the theories of science faster than the speed of light. And he wanted to study in the Indian Institute of Technology, which is a very reputed engineering institute, and he applied for IIT test along with his friends. And at that time he didn't have any special books or coaching centers just like we have today, and he was the guide for the other students. And then he also sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT always, and it was the ultimate aim for any bright boy at that age, as it still is today. Murthy was only just 16 years old. Murthy went to Bangalore and he attended the entrance exam and qualified with a high rank. And then he asked his father to join him in IIT, which is called as Indian Institute of Technology. But his father explained him about the economic position. He said that he cannot afford for the expenses of his education because he had 5 sons and 3 daughters to be married off. So he said that he could not afford for his education. So Murthy was disappointed and all his dreams were burned to ashes. But still, Narayana Murthy, he never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He was an introvert by nature, and his principle was never to hurt anybody. His classmates left for Madras for their studies, but he couldn't join them. But still, in spite of that, he went to the station to say goodbye and good luck to them for their future. And then he said to himself, without any anger or jealousy, that all students from the IITs study well and they do big things in their life. But it is not the institution. Ultimately, it is you and you alone. You can change your life by hard work. This is what he believed in. Probably he was not aware that he was following the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Krishna and Arjun. It is from the Hindu epic called Mahabharata. And what are the words that he believed and he said to himself is, your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. Okay, though he couldn't make up and join the IIT along with his friends, Narayana Murthy later worked very hard and he focused on only one thing, and he never bothered about his personal life or comforts. He never used the help of any caste, community or political connections to go up in life. I mean to say, he never used any recommendation to progress or go up in life. Though he was the son of a school teacher, he showed other Indians that it was possible to earn wealth, that is money, legally and ethically, but not by cheating others. And he built a team of people who were equally good. And finally, he became a pioneer of India's software industry and started the information technology wave. And today, he has become an icon of simplicity, uncompromising quality, and fairness. Apart from being a philanthropist, he believes in the motto, powered by intellect and driven by values. So let us see once again what is powered by intellect and driven by values. So it is the mind power to reason as well as to acquire knowledge. He says that the power of mind should be there for every person and he should be influenced by the values, moral values. Here are some sentences from the lesson, and these sentences tell us about Narayana Murthy's character. So now let us use some of the adjectives given in the box to describe Murthy's character. We can also use some more adjectives which are given here. So let us see the adjectives which are given here: bright, simple, obedience, uncompromising, introvert, philosophical, hardworking, encouraging. So now let us use these adjectives to describe Murthy's character. Now sentences from the lesson. First one, his seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. So this tells us that he was a bright student. Which aspect of Murthy's character is described? That he was a very bright student. And second one, he respects the elders' opinion. That shows that he was very obedient. Third one, while others struggled to solve the problems in the question papers, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. That shows that he was a very brilliant student. Fourth one, his principle was never to hurt anyone. This shows that he was very gentle in nature. Now let us look at the fifth sentence from the lesson. He did not reply. He never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. This shows that he was an introvert. Sixth sentence, he went to the station to say goodbye and good luck to them for their future life. This shows that Murthy was very encouraging. Though he couldn't join his friends, but still he went to the station to wish them good luck. So that shows he was very encouraging. Seventh one, he never used the help of any caste, community or political connections to go up in life. This shows that Murthy was uncompromising in nature. Eighth sentence, he built a team of people who were really equally good. This shows that he was a very hard-working person. Okay students, now turn to page number 27, vocabulary. Now what is vocabulary? It is a list of words which are known by a person and used by a person. Now let us look at what are one-word substitutes. Now look at the underlined words in the following sentences from the lesson. Today he has become an icon of simplicity, uncompromising quality and fairness apart from being a philanthropist. So here what is the underlined word? Philanthropist. The second sentence says, he became a pioneer of India's software industry and started the information technology wave. So the underlined word here is pioneer. Now what do these words indicate? So here philanthropist means one who devotes his service or wealth for the love of mankind. And pioneer is a person who is the first to study and develop a particular area of knowledge, culture, etc. that other people then continue to develop. Now what do we observe from these words? What do we observe? Here you can see a group of words like one who devotes his service or wealth for the love of mankind. This group of words is replaced by one word which is called philanthropist, which conveys the same meaning. Now similarly, look at this group of words. A person who is the first to study and develop a particular area of knowledge, culture, etc. that other people then continue to develop. So this group of words is replaced by one word which is called pioneer, which has the same meaning, and such words are called one-word substitutes. The words like philanthropist, pioneer, etc. these are used to replace a group of words and or a sentence effectively without creating any kind of ambiguity, that is confusion in the meaning of the sentence. Such words are called one-word substitutes. So what is the main purpose of using this one-word substitutes? It is to express your ideas very precisely and accurately. Okay students, just now you have learnt what are one-word substitutes and how they are used. Now let us look at some more one-word substitutes. Fatalist. Who is a fatalist? A person who believes in fate is called fatalist. So we can use this group of words can be replaced by one word which is called fatalist. Centenarian. What do you mean by centenarian? A person who is above 100 years is called centenarian. So again you can replace this group of words with one word called centenarian. Omnipresent. So what is omnipresent? One who is present everywhere is called omnipresent. Generally God is said to be as omnipresent. Mercenary. Who is a mercenary? A person who can do anything for money. So again these group of words can be replaced by one word. Misogynist. Who is a misogynist? One who hates women. A person who hates women is called misogynist. Now what is monogamy? A practice of having one wife or husband is called monogamy. Now opposite of that will be polygamy. Now autobiography. What is autobiography? A life history written by oneself is called autobiography. What is biography? A life history written by someone else is called biography. Then honorary. So we can say a position for which no salary is paid is called an honorary position. Then ambiguous. A sentence whose meaning is unclear is said to be an ambiguous sentence. Okay students, you have already learned now the one word substitutes. Now let us take the most appropriate one word substitutes for the following. Look at the first bit. A person or thing that cannot be corrected. Let us look at the options. A. Unintelligible. B. Indelible. C. Illegible. Fourth, incorrigible. Now what is unintelligible? Something which cannot be understood. Indelible, something which cannot be erased. Illegible, something which cannot be read. And incorrigible is something which cannot be corrected. So the answer is option D. Now second one, a person of good understanding, knowledge and reasoning power. Options are expert, intellectual, snob, literate. Expert is a person who is skilled, intellectual is a person who has good reasoning power, snob is a person who has respect for the high position in the society, literate is a person who can read and write. So the answer is B, intellectual. Third bit, a person who knows many languages. So what are the options? A, linguist, B, grammarian, C, polyglot, D, bilingual. So linguist is a person who studies language, grammar, etc. Grammarian is a person who studies grammar, and polyglot is a person who studies several languages, and bilingual is a person who can speak 2 languages fluently. So the answer is polyglot. Fourth one who possesses many talents. The options are versatile, prodigy, exceptional, gifted. Versatile is a person who has many talents, different talents, or who can adapt to different situations. And prodigy is a person with exceptional qualities or abilities. Exceptional is outstanding. Gifted, a person who is gifted is called gifted. Now here the answer is versatile. Fifth one, words inscribed on a tomb. The options are epitome, B, epistle, C, epilogue, fourth, epitaph. Now what is epitome? It's a person or thing which is of having particular quality or type. Epistle is a letter. Epilogue is a section which is at the end of the book, which is used for writing the comments. And epitaph is a group of words which are written in the memory of a person who is dead. So the answer is here epitaph.